A very good morning and thanks for clicking on to the Wednesday edition of Vogan's European Outlook. We're left in the cold northerly flow at the moment. It brought some significant snowfall, particularly during the course of yesterday over the Highlands, with disruption to parts of the A9 and several other routes through Aberdeenshire as well, because of frequent snow showers blowing in on a very strong and bitterly cold northerly wind. That wind is continuing today, but we're seeing less in the way of snow showers, and that process will continue as we go forward through the course of today, because high pressure is gradually building in from the west, and it sets the stage for potentially the coldest night of the winter so far over the snowfields of the Highlands. We could see temperatures surpass the lowest value of the season so far, which was minus 10.2 Celsius at Braemar. So you can see here, this is the pressure pattern over the British Isles. As we continue to press through the course of today, you can see here that the high builds in, and of course that is the perfect recipe for the potentially the coldest night of the season, with widespread hard frost developing across near enough the whole of the British Isles tonight here. Now, of course, we've got the next frontal system moving in, the much anticipated frontal system that is attached to an area of low pressure that is going to likely drop into the 920s and millibars just off the Iceland coast here. So very, very significant indeed in terms of low pressure. But its associated frontal system is what's going to affect the British Isles. And what we've got is we've got a little wedge of warmer air between the initial warm front that moves in, then is followed by the cold front. So what we're going to see is likely snowfall on the leading edge as the system bumps into the cold air tomorrow morning, and then we're going to see a temporary rise in temperature, I think. Then it's followed by a decrease in temperature as well. So a little bit of a complex and messy setup come tomorrow morning across the UK. And then once that frontal system moves through, we're into the cold polar maritime air. Very strong westerly winds, and even though the winds are blowing off the Atlantic, there's a lot of cold air behind that frontal system here. But snowfall wise, I think we're going to see a reasonable amount here, especially over high ground, but even to low levels across parts of Scotland and across parts of particularly northern England. We could see a good covering of snow during the course of tomorrow morning here. Let's have a look at the snow potential, and you can see here, let's go back to this, the very start of the chart here. So there's the snow on the ground at the moment here, associated with the snow showers driven in on that north wind. And as we skip through the sequence here, the snow kind of is largely confined to higher ground, but then as the cold front moves through, we could see some snowfall to lower levels here. But I think those snow showers are going to be more in the western portion of the country. Further east, I think we're in the clear skies and sunshine, but a very strong wind, and it will feel bitterly cold, I think, during the course of tomorrow. Two very cold nights, one over the course of tonight, and then probably tomorrow night, I think we're going to get another cold night. And then by the time we reach the end of the week, into the weekend, I think we're going to see a slightly warmer frontal system moving in to the country here overall. So, upcoming 5-day period off the GFS ensemble looks like this here. The pressure chart has high pressure to the southwest of the UK. We've got, of course, the trough over the heart of Europe here, kind of lapping over the top of that Azores ridge from the Atlantic across the UK and into the central portion of Europe here. The 2-meter temperature profile for the upcoming 5 days is actually slightly below normal, as you can see here off the chart here. So we're in a chilly theme at the moment for the upcoming 5-day period. But then in the 6 to 10, high pressure from the Azores kind of moves into the UK, and it looks as if we're going to see a spell of warmer than normal conditions, especially during the course of the daytime. But then, interesting enough, the 11 to 15 day looks as if it's going back below normal temperature-wise, and there is possibly some reason to be optimistic about something colder during the second half of January here, and I'll look more at that in the next video, which I hope to have for you again tomorrow. So that's it for today. Hope you have a great one, and I'll be back in the next couple of days with more. Please, of course, always hit the like button, share, and of course subscribe to the channel for the very latest updates. Bye for now.